Amber, super excited for you to be with us here today. So guys, if you are here with us, I would love to see a hello in the chat, a heart, a kissy face, something. Let me know that there are signs of life because we're coming at you with another amazing speaker of the Luxury Short-Term Rental Summit that is coming up. Okay, so remember, we have 60 guests. And here's the catch. These expert guests only have 60 seconds to deliver an actionable step or actionable tidbit, checklist, piece of advice. So no fluff. It is, again, going to be the meat, the potatoes, and the vegetables within their scope. So super excited to have none other than a representative from PRICELABS here with us. Amber, go ahead and unmute your mic and introduce yourself to people.
Hi there. So I'm Amber Williams. I am with PRICELABS. I am a solutions consultant with PRICELABS. I've been with PRICELABS since March of this year, but prior to joining PRICELABS directly, I was a PRICELABS user. My background is in revenue management. I worked for two different prominent vacation rental companies in Northwest Florida, everything from Pensacola Beach to Panama City Beach. And I gained some valuable experience, but then decided I was ready for something new. And I had such a great experience with PRICELABS that I reached out to them to see if they were hiring. And that's how I got here.
That is awesome. And not gonna lie, I love connecting with you for the presentation where you said, if you're not using a dynamic pricing tool, you're leaving money on the table, because that is my mantra as well. Once I started using PRICELABS, I have not looked back, it just was incredible. And I talk about it all the time on different podcast interviews. And so super excited about the information that you shared. Could you tell us a little bit, because a lot of our audience are busy medical professionals and they don't necessarily have the time capital to do traditional revenue management. Could you at least tell us a little bit about revenue management and why that's important in this industry?
Yeah, so in terms of the simplest way of looking at revenue or looking at rent when you have a short-term rental is to set a price and just leave it and don't touch it. And you just have the same price every day, all year long. And I know that there are short-term rentals out there that do that. The problem with that is that there are either times of year or days of the week where people are willing to pay more money. And so what a software like PRICELABS does is it looks at what's going on in the market and it's automatically adjusting rates every single day based on demand. So it's a much more sort of strategic way of looking at revenue and looking at rent. So it's going to save you time. I mean, even if you were to set one rate and just leave it, so maybe you're not spending that much time on your rent and deciding what your rent should be, you're going to be missing on a lot of money that could be coming in. The less you book, the less exposed that you are. And so it plays into marketing as well. You have less reviews. And so, you have to be booking to get reviews, to get in front of other eyes, to grow your audience. And all of that sort of plays together with being priced correctly.
Oh, that was so good. And let me know if you're seeing any glitching issues on my end, because I detected a little bit of something, but hopefully we're caught up now. But something you said, Amber, that just hit home, and I don't think I've ever heard it said this way before, is the less you book, the less exposure essentially your property is getting. So if you're not getting exposure, you're not getting reviews, and you're not getting reviews, you're not getting exposure. So it's like a vicious cycle. If you're not priced correctly, you're not going to be booked. And so I thought that was really important and really key. So I'm going to take a moment and take a look at chat. Guys, again, let me know if you're here. I know this is our little ad hoc interviews here. They're only 10 minutes long, and the reason is because Amber's not going to get a chance to, go all into the 60 seconds. She's going to give you your actionable tips for 60 seconds, but this is your opportunity to definitely connect with her, ask your questions, to definitely know a little bit about where she's coming from, how she landed in PriceLabs, and a little bit more about PriceLabs. So definitely engage. I look forward to seeing questions, whether you're here now live or hashtag replay. It is all good. So Amber, what is it that drew you to this summit? Why did you think that, wow, 60 seconds, let me go in, let me give this a shot?
Yeah, so, I think it's interesting because of just how short attention spans are nowadays. It's sort of the nature of the way social media has sort of accustomed us to be able to scroll our phone and get a laugh in 10 seconds. And because of that, like, people typically don't have the longest attention spans. And also, if something is a subject that's a little more confusing or new, if you have too much fluff with what you're talking about, you can kind of miss the major points. And I think that in a 60-second video, you can kind of just, as you said earlier, get to the meat of it all.
Yeah, I absolutely love that. And some of my coaches are telling me, you got to get on TikTok. You got to get on TikTok. And I'm like, oh my goodness. So if there's anyone out there who's a TikTok expert, please come talk to me because I can't quite figure it out. So I don't know if you saw on social, Vanessa and many members in our community were sharing how many takes it took to record these short little 60 seconds. And I know it took me a good 8 takes. It's like, oh my gosh. How many takes did it take you, Amber?
Gosh, probably more than that. The first time I've made a little snippet video like that, it took me at least 30 minutes. So, I mean, that's at least 20 probably. It's interesting because it can be difficult getting in the information within 60 seconds. So that was my first sort of challenge. And then second is not elaborating too much and just picking out the specific points that should be talked about.
Yeah, absolutely. Like sticking to the nit and gritty. I know some members in our community, I had to send it back. By the time it was 60 seconds, they'd got to the intro of who they were, who their spouse are. I was like, nope, it didn't make the cut. Do over. So, I mean, it'll take 2-3 minutes maybe to read someone's bio off. So, definitely, we did not get an opportunity to, add any of those extras in there. So, really, really appreciate you distilling it down to some of the most important. And guys, be sure to have your notepads ready for those of you who have already signed up. I see quite a few of you who have signed up. And if you haven't signed up yet for the summit, the tickets are live. What are you doing? It's $27. I mean, I think that's a bargain to get these gems, 60 seconds of content of amazing, amazing information from these expert speakers. So just to give you a quick, share of who all will be joining us. I should have had this pulled open, but here we are. We've got about a minute to go. So let me give you a quick share on what to do to get signed up, guys. So look, again, I'm calling it the shortest and most powerful. Again, no fluff. No fluff summit, and it starts on July the 12th. So July the 12th is your date. Meet our illustrious experts, guys. We have everyone from Alex, who has an amazing community. He's a respiratory therapist, amazing community of healthcare professionals who are into real estate. They're all in, and he himself is a short-term rental investor. Alicia, she has a wonderful I want to call it kind of like a rural, is it a compound, Alicia? I wouldn't call it a compound, but it has multiple cabins in rural New Mexico, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. You guys know Amanda Hahn, Bigger Pockets, tax strategist for Brandon Turner, Amanda, the traveling realtor, Amy, our gals from Thanks for Visiting, Annette and Sarah. So many amazing, amazing different individuals, most of which have been in STR for a very long time. Others who just started, and I wanted to highlight like this panel here. Dr. Tim, he just started with STRs, and what he talks about is leveraging other people's talents, other people's times, because we know as busy medical professionals, sometimes we are like, we can do it ourselves, but is that the best way to spend your time? So he definitely shares that. Dr. Cooper, she talks about creative strategies to acquiring real estate, and she has an empire of multifamily STR. Dr. Ozuri, he talks about the differences between multifamily and STR and his own perspective. So I absolutely, absolutely love it, guys. I can just highlight everyone. Host GPO, Kelvin Ma from Rank Breeze, Breezeway. We've got Kyle, Mark Simpson from Boostly, Moran, Meredith, Melani. We've got Noah Noble. We've got Ola. She loves to design properties that are less than 1,000 square feet. Talk about specific, right? Stay Fi, Quay, who's in our community. You guys know Rafa. He was recently interviewed by Bigger Pockets as well. Turnover B&B. I mean, all these amazing folks. We've got Minoan. This is Sage here. And I feel like I'm just going quickly, okay, guys? So don't come for me. We've got the Robinsons and just many, many more. So super, super, super excited. Again, you'll just scroll down when you're ready to buy. It's $27 for early bird, but look, early bird pricing for VIP, where you get 6-month access versus 15-day access, is $87, which is still a bargain. This is definitely not a huge cash cow or money maker, but it'll cover the cost of setting all of this up. But super, super excited to put the information out there, because your network is your net worth. Having access to these community of short-term rental investors, to all of these resources, to know who is in the industry is just invaluable. So definitely, definitely tap in, and looking forward to seeing you guys very, very soon. So with that being said, any final words, Amber, before I let you go and get back to your schedule?
I was just going to say, taking a look at all of those faces, I recognize a few of them, and you've got a great group set up that's going to be really fun.
Yeah, I am so looking forward to. You have no idea how excited I am about this. So yeah, super looking forward to it. So guys, definitely join us as well. I look forward to seeing you all. I'm like looking at my other monitor in just a few weeks. And if you have any questions, definitely drop your questions in the chat below, and we will be more than happy to connect with you guys.